Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderfall Gaming. I hope you're all doing well and I hope that you are all fighting that war against the Grey. In today's video we have another Warhammer Black Library story to review for you. Today's video is sponsored by the Warhammer merch shop. Want to grab some merch for your favourite Warhammer army? You can use our affiliate link down below to grab your next purchase and help support the channel at the same time. In today's Black Library review, we're going to check out the Warhammer crime story Flesh and Steel, set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe by Guy Haley. Our author today, Guy Haley, is one of my personal Black Library favourites. Whether it's reading his stories in Warhammer Age of Sigmar about Dreki Flint, the Archnaut's Oath, or the Ghost of Barak Manos, and Prince Mesa as well, his story of lost and forbidden love in the mortal realms. Or whether it's his Warhammer 40,000 stories like Genefather, The Devastation of Baal, or Baneblade as well, Guy rarely disappoints, and it's been a hot minute since I've had one of his stories on the channel for a review. As always, I do like to listen to Black Library fiction in an audio format, immersing myself in the worlds of Warhammer while I get some models built and painted ready to hit the table for our next lot of battle reports on the channel. And today's story is brought to life by the voice acting skills of James McNaughton, which I believe is the first time I've actually listened to this particular narrator for Black Library, and it is the narrator's only story done for Black Library so far. As with many of the Warhammer 40,000 crime series though, today's story brings us back to the bustling hive and forge world of Alecto, and in particular the city of Varangantua. We're introduced to Probator Simeon Noctis, a law enforcement officer from the Varangantuan nobility. Why would such a wealthy noble though take a job on the streets of Varangantua though? Well, Noctis is a bit of a self-loathing sort, hating the nobility's eccentric uses of their wealth, while the general populace of Varangantua starve and are subject to the rule of crime lords, or worse, the Adeptus Mechanicus. As we join Noctis, we find that he is maybe on his last chance as a probator, having caused problems for the department and his superiors, and only his noble status keeping him from being reprimanded and let go by the organisation. Those with influence and power within the organisation want to use him to their own station's improvement and get the influence he can provide enhanced for them. Noctis has one last chance though to save his career, before he may be forced to crawl back to his family, begging for forgiveness for walking out on them like some sort of black sheep. This case, however, may prove to be tougher than anything he's ever had to deal with, forcing him to have worked alongside the Adeptus Mechanicus tech agents and uncover the mystery of rogue servitors killing their masters and more. For me, Warhammer Crime and indeed the Warhammer Horror series have been great at allowing us to get a better look at the regular people within the mortal realms. Not just the regular soldiery or ordinary humans in a battle zone, but actual people leading relatively normal lives, or at least as normal as they can be in 40k, within both major settings. Flesh and Steel is no exception. We get a look at your average cops in the 40k universe, not the Riot Squad, SWAT-like organisations of the Adeptus Arbites, but just regular investigators and officers of the law. Guy Haley really doesn't disappoint with the story, giving us a very grounded, but very much making it still feel Warhammer 40,000 grimdark story. We get to see the true horror of the Adeptus Mechanicus and their search for ultimate influence of the machine and human mind, and get to see the vast inequities between the regular folk and the 1%ers of the Imperium who hoard the wealth. Noctis really does have a tragic backstory, and while a disenfranchised noble, running away from his family to be a normal person is maybe a little bit of a cliche idea, it is done very well here. It's the reasons why he left that you'll find throughout the story that truly make him an interesting character. On the other hand, Row 1 Lux, our other main character, is an agent of the Adeptus Mechanicus, tasked with rooting out and solving the illegal ongoings of any particular sort of sect within the priesthood of Mars. She's a convert though, not overly physically distant from a regular human, though she is very much a machine cult member with many cybernetic implants and advantages hidden beneath her skin, and indeed by her mannerisms. I really enjoyed the humanity that Guy brings to many parts of the Adeptus Mechanicus in this story, as normally when presented with them in Warhammer 40k, we see the most extreme versions of them when they've travelled so far down the machine cult oaths that they can barely be called human anymore. The story has multiple little threads of narrative planted throughout, and the payoffs to many of these are very fulfilling. I'd like to see more about the particular part the Adeptus Mechanicus looks serves from, and would love to see more of Noctis. I really did enjoy their pairing within the story. A good sign of a good story is wanting to see what the characters do next. I can't honestly remember the last time I wasn't hooked by a character written by Guy Haley, and if I was to give a name where I don't think you could miss for someone not wanting to pick up some Black Library fictions, Guy would be very high on that list. As such, a 4 out of 5 star rating for me I think is very solid. A massively enjoyable book, just maybe missing out on that 5 star rating, but honestly not by much. If you're wanting to check out other Warhammer crime stories, I'd suggest checking out other stories like Bloodlines, The Wraithbone Phoenix, or The King of the Spoil, a personal favourite of mine. And so that is our review of the story for you. We hope you enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to drop a comment down below. Let us know what you enjoyed about it. Give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications for all the good things from the channel. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.